Hi, my boys. Okay, before you boys were born, I was talking to my grandmother, and my grandmother was giving me things to play with, like history stuff, like certain people. Like she'll throw certain names at me, and I'll do my research, and then I'll be like, "Oh, that's so cool," and then they'll be like, "Oh, well, you can have a chance to communicate with them too." By if they left anything in the realm, this realm, if they left anything and then they die, they left something, they can communicate with that too, just like music and lyrics, it works like that. So anyways, um Lauren Tapia, I helped you with the rocks, showed you that you can paint and you can use your art. You are very gifted. You are very gifted. The problem is that since you betrayed me and you neglected to do your job as a friend, all your stuff you cannot use to get money or anything like that because it's blocked. All your creativity is blocked. Um, you knew exactly what I was doing to try to help and heal, and you know the foot massaging thing and your ankle being broken and me trying to fix it and heal it, and now I understand why your ankle wasn't healing properly, because you weren't listening to me, you were lying to me, you were drinking too much. Alcohol affects you. I wanted a longer life with my boys, and what you're doing, you're stressing me out so I can die faster. And my dad is saying, no, no, you're not gonna stress out on this. We're gonna try to help you as much as you can. I'm stressed the fuck out. Um, because who's gonna believe me? Okay. This is why I didn't have the boys into celebrities and stuff like that, because where do celebrities go for a safe haven? Celebrities are only there because of Hollywood's fucking bullshit. Just think of celebrities as saints then, because that's what I would think of then, because they are channeling other people to get that sense. It's all a rope. My offsprings, cowboys and Indians, in the city of Westminster, in the city of Garden Grove, the city of Orange County is racist. Ever since I was little, it was always Indian giver, Indian this, Indian this. Oh, um, Pocahontas or a grandmother Willow thing, or how do you say hello in your language? How, stuff like that. Um, Red skin. That wasn't so much as later on. Um, um, because I was kind of confused of. No, the red skin was when I was in like Bellflower area. I was told like the Redskins. My aunties would say the Redskins. But then when I went to Garden Grove, when I moved to Garden Grove, I remember uh, Nat Crepey was called a redneck, and he started crying, and I'm like, but his neck is red. And they're like, no, it's offensive term. And I'm like, huh, that's funny. I never thought about it that way. So what about Indians? But no one could answer me. No one could answer it. Then we had like special Indian classes for a little bit, and all these white kids were there. Some some Mexican, but they did not teach us anything. I asked about my tribe. They did not say anything about my tribe. They couldn't find anything. So I was like, well, let me see if I can get to the source on where that information's at. It was very difficult to get certain information on my tribe. So, anyways, um, Disney, um, my grandma, uh, so I was so excited when I decided to have a baby, like Anthony, like I was so excited, like, all right. I asked my grandma if they're gonna help me, like, with the process of how all this is gonna work out. So the whole time I'm pregnant with you, all my movies came up and my prints. So Bambi comes up. So I was able to get this book today, and it was exciting because when I went to Barnes and Nobles, um, Walt was telling me like he understands. So keep calm and smoking peace pipes. So he knows English. My dad is like, I'm doing it, I'm doing it. So if you see this video and I'm not here, just know that sometimes you might not sleep. Sometimes you'll spend like 2 days or 3 days not sleeping at all, and you'll get your days mixed up. Let it flow. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Don't force yourself to sleep. Stay up. Watch the sun and the moon dance. It's so beautiful. And watch the stars talk to each other. That is just amazing. Watch the trees shape and talk to each other. That is, that's so cool. I miss doing that. So when I go walking, that's what I see when I walk. I like, it's like I talk to everybody, all the spirits, and if I feel like I'm being followed, I'll just, okay, well, what are you? Who are you? Are you scared? Are you dead? Are you alive? Whatever it is, if you want to come, come. But if you are dead, sorry, but I'm alive. And if you're dead, then I will show you how to cross. Just stick with me for a little longer and you'll cross. So I wear their bells because it carries a negative energy away from me. B. 95, page 95, 94. And danger. Consider the following. I have a nose for a joint, rub or nose in one. Skin, body fluid function, and internal organ, blood, internal organs, breathing, bones, pelvic, skeleton, skull, and spine. Okay. So I was gonna get tarot cards today because they're like, it's something that calls to you. So again, I was doing that, and they're like, think of what Sylvia Brown did for you at the other Barnes and Noble. So that's all I was thinking of. Look for something that was calling me like Sylvia Brown did. So that's what I did. It was difficult because I'm like, oh, I don't want to get the wrong one. I don't want to do this. Like, I was overthinking, and when I overthink, I just leave, and I'll just like, I can't. So, but this one, because I didn't want to do cards because the cards are going to get me lost. To me, I feel like I'll lose the cards or whatnot. I need something that was going to not just help me, but help like the masses. So I needed something like this, and then I can write on it too and make notes. So, anyways, to me, this would just be like a tarot card, but I'm flipping it and gonna do it that way. So, um, our bones. When a mother is pregnant, you grow your bones. So, when a mother is stressed out, it does affect everything, your bones included. Your skin, your teeth, your body, everything. So it's very important for a mother to get the right care and support that they need. And the United States is stressing the hell out of these mothers. And I just got a phone, like, I'm listening to music. August. August, oh, there it goes. Okay. So, um, now I look for my hands. I'm still learning, but so far, because I'm stressed out and I'll just like pig out eating, or um, I'll forget to eat, or certain meditations will get me so hungry. So I'll have to hurry up and eat something. So I have to carry a snack with me, or I forget. So I have to make sure that, all right, calm down, relax when I eat, or relax because I don't have food. I don't have food. And sometimes I have to practice when I do have a backup food. I do practice where I pretend I don't have the food, pretend I don't have food. I can do it, I can do it, because there's going to be one day that it's not going to happen, and it's going to hurt really bad. So I have to learn how to calm myself down. How am I going to calm myself down? Just like getting hit in an accident. When you get hit, how are you going to take the pain? You've got to focus on breathing, being in the moment, being in the now. Um, Body fluid function and internal organs. Oh, and they talk about AIDS. The ancestors talk about AIDS and um, HIV transmitted diseases too. They're saying be careful because sex is sacred, and people are just fucking every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and Sally, Jesse, and Raphael. um, Blood is an important symbol not only of life itself, but also the soul and physical strength and rejuvenation. Whenever cut or seriously injured, dream in which you are losing blood or suffer a hemorrhage may therefore re- refer to loss of moral or physical strength. They may simply indicate a need for more emotional nourishment. Dreaming of drinking blood or receiving a blood transfusion may be referred to the opposite, gain strength and violence. Air, vir- virtually or virtual, and if a person you know gives you blood in your dream, your consciousness may signal that they have the potential to revive you. If a woman dreams of blood, it may be associated with the onset of a period, the blood depicting whatever feeling she may have about menstruation. Blood is also a symbol of passion, love, and anger, and even violence. Blood on the ground or bloodstream on clothes in a dream suggests great injury of emotional pain. Someone perhaps to you or someone you know. If you dream of blood in a sexual contact, this may refer to loss of virginity, fertility, and menstruation. Now, before I went to deep diving mode, and I had to go on this ghost chat, Snapchat thingy. So as I was doing that and trying to find out who's following me with my number, um, I had dreams like you wouldn't believe. So I had this one dream that it was like the Shining movie where the twins are in the hallway, but there was no twins in the hallway. And that one was with I had like blood going there. It looked like the hallway, like a long hallway. I had blood like going, like a gush of blood going all the way, and then like I'm in like a corner, turn around the corner, and there's like a bar and stuff like that, and there's some people now, um, and I'm just like sitting. I remember sitting, like there's different points of me there. So I'm sitting, one view, I'm sitting down, and I'm holding my glass, my glass of alcohol. I don't know, like the Corona or something. I'm holding it, and I see the gush of blood coming towards me, like a wave coming towards only like the whole thing, like the whole building, like or the whole inside coming, but it's coming towards me. Like I see it, and I'm like confused because I know it's a dream, but confused on what could this be, like in all of what is this? This almost looks like the vision I had with the water, but now it's blood. And then like the doors, all the blood starts going, and it kind of reminded me of the movie Carrie a little bit. Now that I think of it, now that I talk about it. So then I go and do a deep search on meditation on what that dream meant. I dissected everything, and that was hard. That was because I was going into a path I was going into a realm that I know I was gonna get stuck in. Like it's a no. That's the one that like this is the path where we don't want you to go. This is a path where uh, this is the sacrifices path. So I quickly fell out of that one. That one, I like I had to wash my hands. I had to wash everything. Like I had to clean everything. I had to be like, you know what? Less is more. Dad, I need help. Dad, I need that. Like dad, freaking out. So then the rocks, how I ended up getting the rocks was Crazy Horse. The coyote dreams helped me with how the coyotes got me in my dreams was they're warning me about my cousins, how they were talking shit on me. Let's do another one. So tea and healthy, because the doctors don't care about your well-being. They don't even talk to you. They don't care what you're taking. If you're taking weed, you don't need all this medication. Not necessarily. You have to check on what you're doing. You have to do a, um, a balanced diet. So this coronavirus was planned out because they knew everybody was unhealthy. The unhealthier you are, it's gonna take you no matter what, because they're doing the strengthening of a human, something like that. D, page 176 and 177. Departure. Dreaming of beginning or setting out on a journey suggests that you are beginning a quest for meaning, while dream arrival often hits that you have achieved your goal or an ever gazing yourselves doing so. If passports appear in your dream, they are often a symbol of opportunity or the need to escape present frustration. Dreaming, your dreaming mind is urging you to go ahead with a project in waking life. If checked-in staff refuse your passport or you do not take it across the border, do not feel that your ambitions are being frustrated by an authority figure, or do you or do you need to update an important part of your life before you can move on? Um, my mom, I think she even jumped the letter D. I think I have to remember that. I think I have to ask her that. Okay, these are the four. Okay, in Riverside, when I was in Riverside, I dreamt of a big bucket, like the chum bucket. I dreamt of that, and I dreamt of it overspilling with water. So that was, and all everything was spilling. Everything had water on it. All the dams were filled up. Everything was filled up. And I read that what that meant. And I told that to Jeanette. And that's because Jeanette was using magic on me. That I not just have a cup. I have dessert. Detective, devil, demon, diamond, diaper, diary, dice. Dieting and digging. And we were just talking about dieting too. It's in the dieting. Oh, digging. Let's do digging. Let's do digging. Uh, just the physical earth is made up of a past events, the trees and leaves, the plants and creatures that have lived and crumbled into dust of the soil. So the earth of your dream. So the earth of your dream represents the past on which your present depends on your future's built. Therefore, digging into it will tend to uncover things, most often feeling you have buried there from your past. The earth is also mother. It represents the soil, the gigantic material and the background from which you have sprung. It is the womb of the past from which you are born. In other words, it is both the physical material from which things grown as the overall environment in which something new can grow. So if you are digging in your dream, is there something you need to learn about your past, or there is something you want to find out for the vital piece of information? I know I'm saying that wrong. That will come complete in the picture. Um, if you are uncovering an object or old bones, then you are probably becoming conscious of long buried memories and feeling from the past. If you are trying to bury something, what you are trying to cover up or hide is walking life. Bear in mind the expression associated with digging too is something having dug at you in waking life. Did your dream reflect your enriched, firmly held opinions, or was your unconsciousness urging you to adapt a more down to earth approach? If you are a gardener, you will know that although the earth is giver of substance, scrutiny, and new life, each life circle also has an end. So when each figure is a dream, it may also indicate the end of a phase in a life and the beginning of a new one. A dream is about digging, watering, or feeding. The earth may therefore suggest your desire to begin a new phase. It could also depict your fears of un- uncapped, hidden truth being exposed in walking life. Anything grows from the earth. If you dream shows something that has developed from your possibilities of your life, who you are. If your dream depicts you or planting a seed or try to connect with your walking life, the dream seed may refer to the planting as a intellectual or creative concept that has the potential to grow if plants in fertile ground and create and care for. Then again, planting dreams may refer to your thoughts about starting a family. A dream healthy crops may suggest that your walking for ventures and families are flourishing. If what you are taking from the earth is vegetables or things to eat, things are fruits of your past efforts. Yeah, how the earth is your dream barren and nothing is growing could indicate that you are extremely and physical exhausted by the band of walking life. Thinking, okay, so um, dinosaur, dirty, direction disaster. So uh, yeah. So I think that helps a lot of people with their dreams. I hope. Let's put, okay, that was D, so that was letter 4. What was the first one? I'm gonna have to go back. Okay, so that's 4. So what I want you to do, boys, is get those numbers and then flip it to letters, and then do the flip A to B to like A is 1 or A is 26. Do with the letters like hangman style, kind of. O. 380 and 381. Um, online service, official, oil, cooking, old people, Olive Grove, Opal, Opera, Orange is good, Orchard, and Operation, hmm, Octopus, Oatmeal, Obesity, Obstacle, Ocean, Office. Huh. Let's see. So, my boys, since today is um, August 23, and then it's 8 o'clock p.m. Um, oh, where's the other phone at? I had another phone here. I thought I had it here. Alright, that was, oh, here it is. Alright. New York time is 11:01. That's in New York time. Okay. That was O, and O is 15. And the letter of the alphabet. T. 504 and 505. Tornado, toothbrush, tongue, tool. Um, I guess this would kind of be like speaking in tongues. I'm like, how does that work? What does that mean, speaking in tongues? You're just speaking the language of the spirits. That's what I got. I'm asking my dad, what the fuck does that mean? So my dad, I'm asking my dad how the afterlife is, and he's like, he likes it, but he knows it could be better, and what I'm doing is gonna help even more. But I can't, like, I don't want to ask, like, I want to ask as much as questions as I want, but I'm not gonna hurt myself, or I'm not going to think like I have other things to do. When it's my time, I will know. I can only comprehend so much, and I'm trying to do more with that. Um, so you boys, since I'm connecting with you boys, I'm hoping that when I pass away, I can connect to you in a lot more unique way. Um, Toothbrush, tongue, tool. Um, I'm trying to think. I can't remember any of my dreams right now. Probably because of I don't want to, like, recent dreams. I don't want to. So I've been up. This is my third day. I've been up, like, I'll doze off, but it's not a full like hours or anything. Um, B. 62, 63. Battlefield, beach, basketball, um, bath, bathing, and bathroom. Oh, okay, let's see here. Okay, I did this. Let's turn, I want to see what we get from this. So there's certain information that's these and page 314 and 315. 14 is N and O is 15. Because P is 16, pumpkin. Um, and 3, I feel like I hold 3. I feel like I hold 3. Because I have 3 kids in life. Like, that's how I remember I hold 3. So 3 is C. And C is my last name. It's just how I remember certain things from my family. This is my code for you boys only. So today, in the near future, or my grandkids, if they see this, they might go, who the fuck is Pocahontas? Who the fuck is that? What is that? So I'm trying to connect the present, past, and future, like Back to the Future. So that's what I was doing. Let's see. I had went to all the old places that my family wanted me to go to. My grandmother told me to write these letters to my families. My dad was telling me that his sister is lying, that everyone is lying to get out. It's time, no more. My dad is telling me I need to show proof that he's still here. No one is listening to these children, that he is with my son as well as Gabriel, and before I was communicating with Samantha Runyon. He was my dad is telling me he's with Gabriel Fernandez. Now my dad was saying this before Gabriel passed away. When my son passed away, he was saying that he's with my son. He was giving me confirmation that he was with my son, and I was like, wow, that's so cool. Um, my baby. He comes to the gym with me all the time. So, um, so when Gabriel Fernandez was murdered, he was telling me he was with Gabriel, and those two souls went together like that. It was my dad was able to cross over to something. He was able to catch him. He was able to get him. That's one thing that I broke down crying. So you do understand the pain. You do understand. I need to go. Like, my dad was preparing for me what I was going to see in his family, what he had to deal with growing up. Um, and before that, I was communicating with Samantha Runyon, and Samantha Runyon was murdered by a sex pedophile, a child molester, a child pedophile, a monster. And something happened to him. The government took him and brainwashed him to thinking that it was okay for him to do that to kids. And look at in his family. In his family, it was secret. The United States, the government, the sheriff department failed. If there is no remorse, then there is no way there's no way of us forgiving. Our hearts need that part of knowing. You know that it was not okay. We have to be on the same page. Where is the justice at? Aaron Runyon. This was not just a crime against Samantha, but against all society. It devalues life across the border. Not border, board. Sorry. I'm going to say it again because I fucked that up. This was not just a crime against Samantha, but against all society. It devalues life across the board. When I read that the first time, they gave me a whiteboard, and it was like red, like a marker red, like that. And I'm like, I felt that. I saw it in my head. I'm like, yeah, it was. It was right there. That's a human sex trafficking. Um, when I was 7 years old, my mom took us to a babysitter because my dad's abuse was getting out of hand, and she put us with a babysitter, and the babysitter used to take us into the room with her alone, touching us during nap time and after school when we would stay while our parents were still working. There was a different age of kids that she would watch. She would take me in the room. She would rub her hands on me, and I would close my eyes really tight because I didn't like it. I felt scared. A couple of things I will never forget is coming to her house after school and a lot of energy. And a lot of energy because I didn't want to be sleeping when I got there to the babysitter's house. Now, this is like my fast notes from Friday. You know, I remember that every time this Looney Tunes, I came there after school, I would make sure that I had a lot of energy so I didn't go to sleep because I didn't want to go to sleep at her house. I remember that every time this Looney Tune cartoons would come on, I would fall asleep, and that I would always want to watch it to make me feel better. But I would knock out after, um, and knock out and sleep wherever I was sleeping, wherever I slept, just hit me strong. I didn't understand it. Um, to stay awake, I would try to watch these cartoons, Looney Tune cartoons, because when you're into it, you're like want to watch more and more. Certain parts I just knock out. I just can't do it. I tried eating gum. I can't fall asleep with gum because I'm gonna choke. So I try chewing gum and sleep and not sleeping but standing on the slide. I fell asleep. Gum in my hair. Um, Now I know what that was. That was a dark feeling. She did drug us with sleeping stuff to make us go to sleep. So whatever we'd be drinking, whatever we'd eat, it was already affecting us. There was no way for me. It was so overpowering. Then when I got older, I took a sleeping drug. Uh, it was like a drink mix, and I felt the same thing. It triggered me, and I'm like, oh my, like it gave me horrible nightmares. Like it triggered me back where I woke up in hot and sweats. Um, I didn't. Let's see. Oh, there's more. I forgot about this because I was doing my extra notes. Um, when I got to be a year older, she asked me if I still wanted nap time, and I said no. But she told me if she catch me sleeping, that she will put me in with the little kids again. My babysitter would also take me to the mall to get coloring books for me to color. My sister and brothers didn't like the babysitters, but my mom would